Welcome to this episode of YouTube where we've had some 30 below mornings that give us a nice sunrise. A little bit of tension between the wolves, especially food related tension in this cold weather. And then when it's not cold, it's snowing. And so this is Abby Keller, wolf specialist, clearing off the transition roof. And we are allowing the exhibit pack to come and go in retirement as we get them more and more used to work being done. There's a couple of reasons about that. We certainly want Axel and Grayson, who are the potential next retirees, maybe not for 5 years, but definitely the next retirees, to get used to being in this space and to be able to get used to the sights and sounds of roof shoveling. Grayson has been having some issues with that, but we've really made a lot of progress this winter getting him to be a little bit more tolerant of it, and part of that is probably his freedom to come and go while a lot of this work is being done. So in addition to the east side there, you see the pack holding area also had snow removal, and this is Rika digging in the pile, and Axel kind of coming out, and Grayson doing a stiff leg jump into the snow. So the other thing we needed to do was keep them in retirement so that our contractors could shovel the roof. Here in northern Minnesota, when you get a certain amount of snow buildup, that weight can be problematic for the roofs, and we also find that as we get some warm weather, that might melt and cause some backup or some ice dams. And so the wolves were held off, and then once they came back in, clearly a lot of neophobic behavior. It's new, it's different, the smells are intense. So this is what it looked like when them being held off, and you can see Rika quite a bit calmer. She's a pup. She doesn't have the kind of age-related mistrust of things. Sometimes puppies still trust things, whether they be in the wild or whether they be in captivity. They seem to rely on their older pack members to kind of protect them, so they don't really have a care in the world. And so Rika was enjoying a lot of belly scratches, and certainly in a social relationship with the wolf care staff, she trusts what happens within the enclosure. So the Arctics, on the other hand, are quite a bit more intimidated. So Rika, seeing that in Grayson, does a little bit of muzzle licking, and certainly we see those two pair up quite a bit. We also know that when we get started on a project, that there could be influences that happen in the middle of the night that might indicate how the wolves respond during our wolf check. And this happened to be one night. So Thursday we did the roof. Wednesday night, this was on the surveillance cam. That bark howling is clearly a sign of a threat display. So coincidentally, we have a group of students from Foreman School that are doing some research for us. They're set up some wildlife cameras and are trying to determine wolf presence around the facility based on that bark howling. We think there's probably something going on. So hopefully we'll get some data to present the next YouTube and be able to share with you some of the research that was conducted here about wild wolf presence around not only the International Wolf Center, but also a cooperative project with Vermilion Community College. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.